Human brains are a fascinating piece of technology, able to process more than 100 billion operations per second, handle a huge amount of information at once, and retain more than 1 million gigabytes of information. Our brains function much faster than the largest supercomputer ever built, all inside our head. In this information economy, the cognitive ability to process and analyze information, complex problem solving, and computer programming is important. This is the basis of peak concentration that lets you learn hard things and create quality work quickly, also called deep work. Every day we have to manage our work, answer phone calls, attend meetings, respond to emails, as well as focus on processing information, complex problem solving, and analyzing data. Deep work requires focus, and ironically it's increasingly difficult with all the technological advances and distractions that we're faced with right now. Consider this simple rule. High quality work produced equals time spent times intensity of focus. We need to understand the importance of deep work, learn and master new skills, and then apply it to increase our output. But the challenges of doing this arise with what we call the norm in the industry, like open floor plans, instant communication, and social media, along with all the new tech focusing on recreational aspects of technology that can be accessed anywhere on mobile devices while continually providing distractions. This ability to focus and do deep work is what enables us to do meaningful work and provide us with bountiful fulfillment. For example, the rewarding feelings that we have after writing down pages of reports are more lasting and feel more productive than when we spend hours attending meetings and phone calls. Now that we agree that deep work is important, let's learn to do it and improve our productivity. There are different ways to include deep work practices as part of your life. First, schedule a time to do deep work. This can easily be done by setting aside time in your calendar to focus on doing deep work. This can be achieved through seclusion, setting aside all distractions for an extended period of time while spending nearly all your time on deep work. Periodic, by scheduling at least one full day to do deep work and reach the maximum intensity of deep work. Daily, by setting aside a few hours every day in your routines to do deep work, which is realistic for many different careers and easy to achieve because it promotes a healthy habit. Ad hoc, switching between deep work and shallow work irregularly depending on what you need. This is considerably more difficult to do because instantly being able to switch your focus to do deep work requires training, and since it's irregular, it's the least successful to set up as a habit. Experts believe that most people can fit in 1 hour a day to do deep work, with the ability to expand it up to 4 hours with training. In addition to scheduling time, working in an environment that reduces triggers will also support your ability to do deep work. Consider having a space essential to do deep work, where you are able to work without having any distractions. For example, at the library, a conference room, or your private office at home. Working in a private space that is free of distractions will also help you focus more on your work. This includes your phone, which often is the source of major distraction to do deep work, thanks to social media, messages, emails, and all other time sinkers. Even though most beginners can only do 1 hour of deep work, training your focus enables you to expand the duration and work longer. Start by letting boredom happen. Instead of picking up your phone, let time pass by slowly. Strengthen your brain's focus muscle by letting your brain tolerate boredom with low stimuli activity, which later on will help you to do deep work because it is also a low stimuli activity, rather than scrolling through your phones and reading comments on Twitter or Reddit, which is regarded as a high stimuli activity. Setting goals will also help you to extend your deep work muscle. Knowing that you have to finish a task in a single sitting will allow you to benefit the most from your work activity. Make the most of your focused time. Focus on what's important. Avoid and learn to say no to shallow work and unimportant meetings. Use the right metrics to measure your success in doing deep work, and keep it visible to create accountability where it matters, which will help you improve if you can review what you have done before and how to repeat the success. To conclude your deep work session, consider creating a shutdown ritual to avoid overworking, especially when you are working from home. To do this, you need to check on your work, make sure you don't miss anything, and tell yourself that it's safe for you to stop working today so your mind can relax and make more meaningful progress the next day.